Psalm 40, and this one looks bad as well. I started it and then my macros weren't working, so but let's get to it here and I'll show you what happened. Okay, good. No, I didn't save anything here when it kind of crashed, so I better test my macro to see if they work. Let's see. Let me just incline. Let me just do that. Okay, they work. So, yep, they're working. Just my fingers now. Oops. Testing 1, 2. Yes, microphone works. And I've got it set down a little bit on the dB gain. Maybe I need to bring that up to maximum. I wait patiently for YV. And he inclined. And he heard my cry. He inclined to me and he heard. That's kind of like he heard me, heard my cry. Like I don't need this. He brought me out of a pit of destruction, out of myrrh and clay. He set my feet upon a rock, making my footsteps firm. He put a new song in my mouth. And that refers to knowing about Jesus. They were writing things, new things to him or about him, as you've seen in some of the other verses we found of them speaking about Jesus way back here in the Psalms. A song to praise our Creator. Many will see and fear, and I will trust in YV. Blessed is the male who has made his heart who has made YV his trust, and has not turned to the proud, nor to the lapse of falsehood. Are your wonders which you have done, and your thoughts towards us, there is none to compare with you. Even if I declared and speak them, that means I got it. There's stuff in between here that needs to be taken out because it's talking about his wonders. Okay, here's what I was thinking. This started me thinking, see, the sacrifice and meal offering, those don't exist. Those don't exist. I have the advantage of already having, when you go to jesusprophecy.com, I spent years finding our Creator's hidden format, and that is a repeatable format. And I went through only the books that have the knowledge of our Creator and what his people were doing. Example, Lamentations out, Proverbs out, Songs of Solomon out. A lot of things just don't need to be in his new message to you. The thing here is when you read that, it's only about 5-hour read, but you will find that there is only a sin offering, and there's a sacrifice that you have to do for the offering that you're going to make. You have not desired, you have not, see, You have not desired in my ears. You have that. How does that even hook? Or how can someone say that? You have opened burnt offerings. You have opened burnt offerings and sin offerings you have not required. See, but this is why he built the house or the tent and the house, or what his meeting is for him when the priest goes in, is to have a example, or no, the truth. When he set up the tent for meeting, it was because they were to make the sin offering. What is a sin offering? He tells us that there's these 12 commandments that he's given them in the description. And those 12, if they do not obey them, they are to make a sin offering to be forgiven, to stay within his kingdom, and later it is to be forgiven to enter into heaven. So who's ever writing the sin offering you have not required is an absolute pagan. Okay, they don't get it. They don't understand it. This, you have opened burnt offering. That doesn't make sense. Sacrifice and meal offering. You have not desired my ears. That just is just so wrong. Then I said, behold, I come in a scroll, and the book is written of me. Now, I don't know about that. I delight to do your will. Your law. See, it's not a single law, it's his commands. And it's not within your heart, you put them in your heart. Your commands are within my heart. No, that's not right. I have proclaimed glad tidings of righteousness. Now, see, that's somebody not understanding that the word righteousness means by obeying our Creator, that is your righteousness. Okay, don't turn to a secular dictionary to find out what a righteousness is. Many verses, when you grab them and put them together with one word, you can actually define what that word is. Example, man. Our Creator said he made man male and female. Man means male and female, not a man as the secular world tells you. So this one here, I have proclaimed my righteousness. This would have to be something like this, and then get rid of this, because I have proclaimed my righteousness in the great congregation, meaning that he has obeyed our Creator, and this is what he is proud about, and this is his telling the congregation it is to be right to obey our Creator. Behold, I will not restrain my lips. Why do you know this? Knowest. I have not hidden your righteousness within my heart. How can you cannot hide his righteousness. I have spoken of your faithfulness and your salvation. I have not concealed your love kindness, nor your, I'd have to add, nor your truths. Nor your truths. But that's what everybody is there for. If you're in a great congregation, now a great congregation also has a meaning that that it's kind of changed here. at the first of the year, the first year that when our Creator led them out of the Sinai, the Passover is passing over their first son, and not killing their firstborn sons, is the first day of the year, okay, which is the summer solstice. But later in the Sinai, when he tells them more statutes to do, is when they're in the Sinai, they're to celebrate 7 more days besides that first day, then 7 more, so it's a total of 8 days, and they're supposed to do it together around his tent. That would be this great congregation, okay? So when you're reading the words, they do have meaning behind it. And this would be the great congregation of all the people there, and they're celebrating his passing over, okay? So these great congregation has a meaning that you should understand. Not like it's a great big assembly that people are just gathering together like a church meet or something. You, YV, will not withhold your compassion from me. Your righteousness and truth will continue. See, this is not, that's no such thing. For evils beyond numbers have surrounded me. Now, all of a sudden, this text here is evils beyond numbers have surrounded me. This would be somebody that knows that our Creator has sent a prophet and told him to get back in line, start obeying me, or I'm going to send you away into captivity. Their evils are beyond, the evildoers are beyond number. They have surrounded me. My iniquities have overtaken me. Well, that means he's part of it. That doesn't write iniquities. Let me make sure that, let me just go here to and just see what the secular words are. Evils, injustice, crimes, sins. See, they don't even use the word sins correctly. But you get the idea. Have overtaken me, so that I'm not able to see. They are more numerous than the hairs of my head, and my heart has failed me. Okay, now hold on. Right now, this here, evil beyond, so my iniquity has overtaken me, so that I'm not able to see. This is wrong. They are more numerous than the hairs of my head, and my heart has failed me. No, that is just not truthful enough. My heart, my feelings have failed me. The heart is related to your wants, your desires, your intents. The feelings play a great, emotion plays much with the heart. So they understood that think with your heart, and, you know, type of thing. So you have to watch how you use the word heart, but it is referred to that. But they are more numerous than the hairs of my head. Now that's talking about his iniquity. Well, he's just not a good guy at all. Then what the heck's he writing for? For evils have surrounded me. For evils have, that doesn't, that I would need to change too much. Please deliver me, make haste to help me. Let those be ashamed, heal it together, who seek my life to destroy it. Let those turn back and be dishonored who delight in my hurt. Well, they're trying to kill you. They're seeking his life to destroy it, and then that's kind of wants to be hurt. Let those be appalled because their shame, who say to me, ha ha. Let all who seek you rejoice and be glad in you. Let those who love your salvation say continually, YHVH is to be magnified. Since I am afflicted and needy, let YHVH be merciful to me. For you are my help and my deliverer. Do not delay my creator. This writer has problems. Not example, the new song refers to the knowing about Jesus in a kingdom in heaven. That is huge changing news. In fact, that is so huge, if you don't know why that's important, I'll let you know. That's why we get to say we go to heaven. Okay, so this is the new words that they get to speak of his promises. He taught them all when he did this, because when he told David this, everyone would have known about this, okay, because that was the new direction. Because everything, the prophets that come later are all talking about Jesus is coming, okay, be prepared, get ready. And then the kings are crying that he's not here and I'm withering away, I waited my life for him, and it's like hundreds of years are passing before Jesus comes, and they see their kingdoms and people turning away and losing their trust in our Creator by seeking the daughter of a foreign god. That's Malachi 2:11, and it's the second half. I waited patiently for YHVH, and he inclined. You can't wait patiently for YHVH. What's he going to do? Because he heard his cry. He brought me up out of a pit of destruction. Now, see here, the pit of destruction. This is the abyss. This is where all souls were going until Jesus ascended into heaven. And then, like he said to the one beside him, one of the murderers beside him, that today you will enter into heaven. So here, I waited patiently for YHVH, and he inclined to me and heard my cry. He brought me up out of the pit of destruction. He brought me up out of the pit of destruction. See, this would represent that the knowledge of knowing that Jesus is coming, okay? Without a doubt. He brought me up out of the pit of the destruction. Out of the pit. We don't need the destruction. We put abyss here. But the writer does not seem to know this. I wait. Talking about Jesus, I wait patiently, YHVH. I wait patiently, YHVH. And he hears my cry. For he will bring me up out of the abyss, out of the murky clay. Now, see, that's not what he does. He sets my feet upon a rock and makes my footsteps firm. He has set my feet upon a rock. And I would say the meaning is Jesus. Making my footsteps firm. See, for he put, I would say not words, he put a new words in my mouth. He put new words in my mouth. Because we're talking about Jesus here. I waited patiently, YV, and you heard my cry. Heard my cry. And this cry would be not wanting to go to the abyss and evil down there. You should read some of the words from Jacob. And he heard my cry and brought me up out of the abyss. He will bring me. Heard my cry, and now bring. And I bet you that word can be used as bring, brought, bring. So there's no big real change there. He brought me up out of the abyss. He has set my feet upon a rock, making my footsteps firm. He put a new song in my mouth. He put new words in my mouth. Trying to cut it into 3. I praise our Creator. I praise our Creator for many will see and fear him. Jesus needs to be added here. For he will trust in YV. For he will not trust in YV, he will trust YV. He will trust YV. It's cutting into 3. How blessed is man who made YV their trust. How blessed is man who made. I'm trying to think, maybe a question mark here. Has not turned to proudness. Or their own, has not turned to their own proudness. I know that. How blessed is man who made YV their trust, not turning Not turning. I think that reads pretty good. How blessed is man who made YV their trust, not turning by not turning. By not turning to their own proudness. This just doesn't need, it's just not matching the format, but if it changes, I'll have to take a look at it. I'm not seeing here. For my creator's wonders. See, all of a sudden down here, if I would declare and speak of them, there too. See, this is like all this has been stuck in between them. Many are YV's wonders. Many are, what I'm going to do is just put it here and take it out here. Many are YV's, and put an S here. Many are YV's wonders, which you have done, and your thoughts towards us, there is none to compare to you. This is getting stuck in the middle. If I would declare and speak of them meaning wonders, they would be too numerous to count. That they would be. Those aren't, then I said, behold, book is written of me. No, this is not true at any time. And it wouldn't be in this type of text. I'm gonna do like that, even though I don't think that is true of the book, because a scroll is the book. Behold, I come in the scroll. No, I'm just going to say, I'm not even going to think that can go connect into another part. I delight to do your will. I delight to do your will. For just right now, I'd have to add laws, and I will clean that up on the next go around. And it's not is, it's are in my heart. Okay, and this seems like this last verse here, like these two can be taken out. In my heart. And I will not restrain my lips. I will not restrain my lips. I will not restrain my lips to them. I will not restrain my lips about you. There seems to be text missing here. Why do you know you have hidden your... No, our Creator doesn't hide anything. He's boldly out front about what he wants done. I have spoken of your laws are in my heart, and I have spoken of your faithfulness. I've spoken of your salvation. I would be declaring. If you just found out you had a path to heaven, you would be declaring your salvation. And that's actually, it has to be Jesus in here. So we have, when we're talking about this salvation, we are talking about it with Jesus. And I have declared, that needs to be cleaned up. I have not concealed your, I will not. I will not conceal your love kindness, because love kindness for me, I guess I should put at the end. Love kindness for us, maybe. Because everybody is to know that you can go to heaven for obeying our Creator, your truths. You will not withhold your compassion from me. Your loving kindness and truth are continually before me. I will not restrain my lips about you. I have declared, I am declaring your salvation. I will declare, but I put the word declaring in there, trying to make it fit. It might come out later. Don't, I am declaring your salvation, and I will not, and I will not conceal your love kindness for us, nor your truths from the great congregation. Okay, now that's 3 verse. Your love kindness and truth will continually preserve me. No, will not withhold compassion for us. Kindness and by your love kindness and your truth will continually be pleased, YV, to deliver me. Well, he already is. He's talking about salvation. Make haste and help me. Let those be ashamed and humiliated together who seek my life to destroy it. And let those be turned back and dishonored who delight in my hurt. Well, like I said, this, it would be, if he's destroying your life, it's not to seek my life to kill me. Let those be turned back and dishonored. Let those be appalled because of their shame, who say, aha. Let all who seek you rejoice and be glad in you. Let those who love your salvation say continue. Say continue. Why is to be exalted, is to be honored, is to be obeyed. Yes, obeyed would be the best words. And then how do I find 3 with those? Let those who love your salvation continue. Those who love, let's see, let me just grab this salvation here, come down here, we're talking about the same salvation. This is like this, different text. This would be a good ending. YV is to be obeyed. Now, what happens up here to here? How do we get from here, this here, how do we get from here down to down here? I tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly go like this and maybe clean it up and get the idea what we need to see, and then with a lot of it gone can actually understand. It's easier to read for me to get the feeling of the writer when I'm doing these. I try to do it my best when I'm doing these, but when you got to dig through so much and then try to keep figuring it out, it helps when it's cleaned up for me to see. So now let me put it together. Okay. I wait patiently, YV, and you heard my cry, and now you bring me out of the abyss. He has set and put new words in my mouth. I praise our Creator, for many will see and fear Him, and he will trust YV. How blessed is man who made YV their trust. I guess that's not really a question, is it? Many are the wonders. If I would declare them, there are too many. I delight in your will, and your law is in my heart. I will not restrain my lips about your salvation. And I'm declaring your salvation for us, nor the truth from a great congregation. Now this is where I have having the trouble here. Yet I think those were, because now we're talking about celebrating their salvation. This is just like, oops, that could go someplace. I'm not saying that that's we're talking about already knowing about salvation, so why would you deliver them? Your love, kindness, and your truth will continually be before me. Let those be ashamed and humble, but they don't have who they are. Let the wrongdoers be ashamed and humiliated, who seek my life to destroy it. No, can't destroy your life. Turn back, you'll be beside her. Okay, somewhere here, these are falling apart. this we have is pretty good. That I'm really happy with here. But this part is not connecting as one writer. Your love kindness and your truth will continually me. Let those be ashamed and humiliated who seek to. That's because down here is a good ending for up here. That's for sure. But this is not connecting, as you can see. So that is out. What though? But it could be like that. So let me divide it like that. And like that. And then that. Because those could come from another one. Like they're trying to combine these two together to make something out of it. And they're wanting to keep the style of the writer, I think. Maybe not. Because you can see 3 verse, 3 verse, 3 verse. And they've got a 3 verse here. And then maybe this is later addition that the guy didn't know after and he borrowed it and it was 2 verse. So that's the only thing I can think of. But I would say this needs to be here because we're talking about salvation. So let me do this here and copy, and I think we're done for, whoops, get it on a new page and get rid of this and clean this. And then I can say that looks, I think that looks pretty good. Even reads really nice. So go like that. I don't have, let me do this. Gotta do this. So I can take a screenshot. Okay, there it is. If you need a screenshot, so you don't need to edit me out, but you should edit me out and pass these around because this one is about Jesus. This is good.